Oh my goodness, I really love this time of year. Maybe it's my secret desire to wear something kind of witchy and show up at a party late at night or something. I don't know, but I love this time of year. And today I have prepared a little story for you. It's a book called Eat Flies that I wrote for my family history, if you can believe it. And the illustrator is Scott Peterson. So I hope you will enjoy this. And I know you're going to see someone that you know in this story. It was just a few days before Halloween. Penelope Prudence McFussy, age 9, and Alexander, all too McFussy, age 7, were on their way to stay with Granny Witchard for the weekend. Mama McFussy, who was very good at giving advice, said, "Whatever Granny Witchard asks you to do, do it." "Do it," said Father from the front seat. "When she tells you to go to bed, go," said Mother McFussy. "Go to bed," replied Father McFussy. "And most importantly," said Mother McFussy, "eat whatever she gives you." "Yes, yes," bellowed Father McFussy from the front seat. "Eat whatever she gives you." Some people said Granny Witchard's cottage was enchanted. It sat on the edge of a sparkling sea. Roses covered the sides of the cottage all year round. Gigantic pumpkins grew over and around the fence. Next to the cottage was an enormous orchard where the fruit was always ripe and juicy. Granny Witchard was perfectly pleasant and pleasantly plump. She loved food, preparing it and eating it. That was her favorite thing to do. She wore an apron at all times with a long wooden spoon in her pocket. She lived with Dart, a darling dachshund, and Patch, a rather unusual black cat with 4 orange paws. There was also a little pink pig named Ham, but he was only there temporarily. After their parents left, Penelope Prudence McFussy and Alexander Alto McFussy played hide and seek through the gigantic pumpkins. They picked pears and peaches, plucked purple plums, then jumped the picket fence over and over in a great game of leapfrog. Granny Witchard's home was the perfect place to play. Later that evening, Penelope Prudence McFussy and Alexander Alto McFussy climbed into Granny Witchard's cozy chair for cuddles, kisses, and a bedtime story. That is when all the trouble began. Granny Witchard was so excited. She had been baking all day. She had a special treat for the children. She placed 3 glasses of ice-cold milk and a plate full of beautifully frosted gingerbread men on the table in front of her cozy chair. "Are they all dark?" asked Alexander Alto McFussy, wrinkling her nose. "Of course," said Granny Witchard. "They are gingerbread men, and gingerbread men are always dark." "Well, I don't like dark gingerbread cookies," said Alexander Alto McFussy. "I like light gingerbread cookies with fluffy pink frosting." Granny Witchard clutched her throat and coughed. When she tried to speak again, her voice caught and kind of cracked. Granny Witchard didn't sound like herself. Granny Witchard closed the storybook carefully, climbed out of her cozy chair, and went to the kitchen. When she returned, she brought a white gingerbread cookie piled high with pink frosting. It happened so quickly, it seemed like magic. Alexander Alto McFussy was thrilled. Penelope Prudence McFussy was relieved. She took a dark gingerbread man, dipped him in the milk, and bit off his head. The next day, things did not get better. At breakfast, Alexander, all too McFussy, examined his food and said with disgust, "There's too much pulp in my fresh squeezed orange juice. I can't drink it. My eggs are slimy and I won't eat them." Alexander, all too McFussy, stomped his feet and pounded on the table. "I want air puffies. I want air puffies." Penelope Prudence McFussy noticed nasty, knobby knuckles popping out on Granny Witchard's hands. Penelope Prudence McFussy felt nervous. At dinner that evening, Alexander all too McFussy wailed, "My food is touching." "Touching what?" asked Granny Witchard in alarm. "Touching each other," said Alexander all too McFussy. "Oh, I'm so sorry," said Granny Witchard sweetly. "I never thought about it." "Well," huffed Alexander all too McFussy, pushing his plate away, "next time, think about it." Penelope Prudence McFussy wished Alexander all too McFussy hadn't said that. Granny Witchard turned away from the table and took a deep breath. Her tiny rosebud nose began to twitch. It grew 1 whole inch, and several small warts popped out. Granny Witchard wasn't feeling herself. By lunch the next day, the children had eaten 4 bowls of air puffies. In desperation, Granny Witchard drove Penelope Prudence McFussy and Alexander all too McFussy to the Delicious Dishes diner just down the road from her cottage. She was sure there would be something there for everyone. Granny Witchard's itty-bitty black bug hadn't even stopped before Alexander all too McFussy began to complain. "I thought we were going to McDougal's, the place with the golden suspenders. I hate diners. I'll get food poisoning and die." Inside the diner, music played and people laughed. Waiters paraded piping hot plates of pasta and pastries past the patrons. Penelope Prudence McFussy perused the 4-page menu of delicious, delectable dishes and desserts. The options were endless. Hamburgers, mac and cheese, chicken nuggets, French fries, pizza, turkey sandwiches, malt sundaes, banana splits, and much, much more. Alexander all too McFussy didn't even look at the menu. "There isn't anything here I want to eat in this dumb place," he moaned. He folded his arms and threw his head down onto the table. Penelope Prudence McFussy whispered to her brother, "It's not about the food. It's about the rude." Then Penelope Prudence McFussy watched as wisp of wiry gray hair sprouted on Granny Witchard's growing chin. Penelope Prudence McFussy was worried. Granny Witchard wasn't looking herself. When Granny Witchard drove her itty-bitty black bug back home, the children felt they were flying. Later that evening, just before Mother and Father McFussy were expected to return, Granny Witchard plopped a black cauldron of steaming hot soup on the table. She ladled some into everyone's bowl. "What is this?" yelled Alexander all too McFussy in horror. "It's split pea soup with ham, and it's delicious," cackled Granny Witchard. "It's gross and green. I'll gag," screamed Alexander all too McFussy. Penelope Prudence McFussy discerned a distinct change in Granny Witchard's disposition. "Eat it!" shrieked Granny Witchard. Penelope Prudence McFussy gasped and grabbed onto the tablecloth. Granny Witchard was turning a ghastly shade of green. Suddenly, the lights began to flicker. The shutters on the windows began to bang. Dart the dog dashed for the door. Patch the cat pushed her way into the pantry. Granny Witchard waved her wooden spoon wildly and screamed, "Eat flies!" Moments later, Mother McFussy and Father McFussy arrived to take the children home. But it was too late. Granny Witchard sat in a puddle of split pea soup, muttering to herself. It would take her weeks to recover. Penelope Prudence McFussy climbed into the back seat of the family's shining silver Subaru. Alexander Alto McFussy hopped in as well. "Remember," said Mother McFussy, "I tried to warn you." "Warned you," smirked Father McFussy. As the McFussys drove away from the cottage, Penelope Prudence McFussy leaned over to her warty little brother and offered him some hope. "Don't worry," she said. "It will wear off eventually." Thanks to all of the picky eaters in my family who were the inspiration for this book. Happy Halloween, everybody. I'm crazy about you.